And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Ocean Princess. And I don't think there is that much left of the game, considering that, well, I have multiple things. The first one is that, well, see that 39% of stars, pretty much I probably picked like half of the stars or maybe even less. So being that close to 50% means that there aren't that many more stars remaining. And there being not that many more stars remaining means that there is not much more game remaining, right? And the other thing is that this is supposed to be this part that I'm doing right now. We are breaking seals of the ocean, and this is the last one. And breaking all these seals, I gotta assume that that means that something big is gonna happen. Especially considering that according to the map there's nowhere else to go. We are in the destination of this journey. I don't know what's gonna happen. But before anything, I need to break this seal. And to break this seal, I need to get... Okay, what's the gimmick here? Okay, so the gimmick here is that the spikes become platforms. And the floor is lava. Well, I will say the floor is lava, but I think that even if I hit... Wait. Can I hit the ceiling? No. Wow, that's gonna make this a little bit hard. You cannot hit the ceiling or anything that is not a spike. Damn. Well, that's interesting. Quite I mean, that's pretty much what the description said. Just that I thought that only the ground blocks will be the issue. So here, rather than the floor is lava, is that everything is lava. Well, I mean... But yeah, even the wall I was about to go in. Well, there's only one checkpoint in this screen, so that might be an issue. I mean, technically this gimmick is not really very gimmicky. I guess the gimmicky part is the way the hitbots of the spikes work. Because the spikes obviously should kill you normally. If you touch a spike, you die. But here, if you touch a spike, it works as a platform. But since the spike has a diagonal shape, that means that it's not a solid. It's not a plain platform like, well, a plain platform, right? So it's gonna be a little bit more complex than that. Probably. Probably. It will. But, you know. Maybe this might be the hardest. Well, it depends on the stages. The gimmick by itself is not like it's hard. But depending on how the stages are done, it could be a problem. I was supposed to double jump there. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue. At least the checkpoint is there. And then the rest of the screen is pretty much... yeah, just going forward. At least there is not any back and forth like there is here. Not like it matters much, but... that was a double jump. I'm really curious to see what happens when all the seals are broken. Am I gonna release the Kraken? I mean, we're in the ocean and we are unsealing something. So what more fitting thing to unseal than the Kraken? Of course. But maybe it's something else. I don't know. I'm just very curious, really. Like at this point, I'm just curious to see how the creator is gonna wrap things up. So I definitely believe that this one won't be the last stage. Rather, that stage 12 will be the last one. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from stage 12. I gotta say that the way the spikes work are a little bit clunky. Because when you walk down a spike from the top to the sides, it's like you're doing mini falls, right? Not like you're walking on a regular platform. You are kinda just doing little falls. So for example there, I moved to the left and jump, and that counted as a double jump. Because it didn't count as if I was just walking on a platform. It counted as if I was in the air. So that seems like a little bit of a problem for something like this. I also wonder if mini spikes are gonna be present. I don't know. It's a possibility, but I don't know. Anything is possible. The mini spikes will probably be even more awkward than the big ones. The way their hitboxes will work. I pressed restart instinctively there. I thought I was gonna fail the jump. Oh. Yeah, I should have taken that into account. If I got to that item while being on top of the spike, I will die. Yeah. Should have thought about that. I didn't think about it really. It didn't cross my mind. That's okay. Will be worse. That's a shame because this checkpoint is relatively hard. So I think that's what happens in every one of these seals. For some reason, in every one of these seal challenges, the very first checkpoint has been the hardest one. And it's not about being familiarized with the gimmick. It's just that it's made harder. I don't know why. Maybe as a way to scare you into going to another one. I don't know. Well, here there's nowhere else to go. This is the very last seal. But you know that it would be funny if the other seals weren't recognized, right? Because I closed the game, maybe they didn't save. That would be pretty funny. Obviously, a very, very good reason for a rage quit. But yeah, I don't think he will oversight something like that, you know? So yeah, let's not worry about such a thing. Should I? Yeah, here. Nice. You know that most of the I Wanna Be the Guy fan games that I played are for the most part functional fan games. So War is like the one that I just mentioned, usually don't happen because they are made by people that actually care about their fan game more or less. Those sort of bugs don't happen. But there are so many fan games that are not like that. That obviously I don't play because they don't have a good rating on Delicious Fruit. It's also another reason why Delicious Fruit is so useful. Like, obviously it's useful to play the very good games, but it's also good to not play the bad ones, you know? Because especially when it comes to I Wanna Be the Guy fan games, when you play something very hard and there is an issue like the game soft locking or the save wiping or something like that, if something like that happens, you really, like that wouldn't be a nice thing. I mean, it wouldn't be a nice thing in any game, but in a game that revolves around being very, very hard, yeah, that wouldn't be nice. Obviously, there are save editors out there. One of them made by a viewer of mine, in fact. But yeah, I shouldn't take credit for that, of course. But yeah, the point is that there is solution, but some things might be a little bit more complex than save editing, you know. So my point is that sites like Delicious Fruit are very good. So for you to avoid playing the fun games that just don't work properly. And there are so many of them out there, just that nobody really cares about them for the most part. But yeah, you just download a random ass fan game, not knowing what to expect. It's the Wild West. You could get something very good, like you could be super lucky and get something like this fan game, or you could be super unlucky and get a fun game that you cannot even finish for technical reasons. So yeah, that's why sites like Delicious Fruit are super important. Right? This champ is hard because of that. What you see there between those two normal platforms, that's basically how a gate champ will look like. Wait a second. Wait, I don't really need to turn the switch there. Just realize, like I could do that, but that doesn't really make it easier. Well, not necessarily makes it easier. Like, sure, this champ looks challenging, but this one doesn't. And here there's nothing challenging about this. So maybe instead of taking the switch, I can just try doing that normally. Yeah, I just realized that there is no reason to take it if you don't want to. Alright, so here, I thought it was enough to just walk off that platform without jumping. Guess I was wrong. My bad. Wonder if in the next screens of this seal there will also be choices, or if, you know, picking the switch will be forced every time. You don't know. Now you're gonna struggle with that, Sean? Okay. Yeah, I guess. It happens. Yeah, just struggle with that, Sean. Why not? I don't see any reason to not struggle. Seems like a good idea. Really, dude? But I would have sworn that when I did that the first time I just walk off and it worked. But it's clearly not working now. Maybe I should stop jumping, but I mean, maybe it's a line dependent. I mean, it could be a possibility. I don't know. So, well, some of these jumps can be annoying, I guess. Yeah, that one in particular, but if you get past that one, shouldn't be a problem to do the last ones. I just feel that doing this with spikes is harder just because of this jump. I don't know, maybe I should try it with spikes, because that jump is the last hard thing. The ending is extremely easy with spikes. It's kinda the opposite if you leave it normally. I guess I'm gonna try with spikes again. Yeah, but that jump, dude, that jump is just very hard. If it wasn't for that jump, I wouldn't have any doubt. But that jump is the one that makes me doubt. Yeah, you can just fall off. Maybe it is a line dependent, I don't know. I can't believe I died to that. In fact, maybe I didn't even need to land there. Well, I think no, I probably didn't need to, or not. No, I did need to. I don't think you can make it to the portal with a double jump. So I'm still surprised I died there. That's not a hard jump to do. But it's whatever. Yeah, okay, that has to be a line dependent. Because I died there. And I'm assuming the align is this one. Because that time I avoided that wall and I died. So it most likely is a line dependent. Really? I'm surprised I'm getting... Well, I mean, I'm also dying to the corner jump at the beginning quite a number of times, but I'm more or less doing it consistently. Wait, that doesn't work either? What, am I going insane? Or maybe that's not the right align, I don't know. Man, fuck. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Problem is that a double jump has to be done way too low to avoid dying there. That's the main issue. Okay, I guess you can delay it. Oh, come on. Dude, see, I did it there without double jumping. This game is trying to make me go insane. It really is. So I guess I should try the spikes again. Maybe. Only this jump was easier. Okay, well, I got that. Nice, alright. I guess the spikes were easier after all. Oops. Okay, what am I looking at? Oh, okay, you land on the left side here. There is only one checkpoint here, and by one checkpoint I mean no checkpoints, because I don't think that counting the initial checkpoint makes much sense, after all. Okay, so here you're supposed to go down. Wait, cannot you go? It's unfortunate, but no, you cannot go up there. That's fine. This jump looks so nasty. What the hell? Jesus, that jump is so bad. And it's the last jump. Like, that jump looks horrible. Like, I'm not even sure how to do it. I mean, maybe the game wants you to, instead of jumping here and then here, you could go here first. But that wouldn't make any difference, right? Because at the end of the day, you will still just double jump around this place, whether you jump from here or from here. You know, that's such a fucked up jump. Come on. Well, on the bright side, well, maybe it was beginner's luck, but the rest of the checkpoint didn't look extremely hard. So, the only hard part seems to be that. It's good, but yeah. Seems a little bit too hard. a little bit. I really wish I could just jump there from here, but no. It's too high again. That's gonna be impossible, dude. I don't even know how you can even call that jump. It looks so weird. It's 2 spikes upside down. A very evil jump. I mean, that jump will be evil even if you were supposed to jump from solid ground. But here you're supposed to jump from the air. So yeah. Unless there's something I'm missing, which I don't think so. That's just very messed up. I really don't know how to approach it. Maybe I should, as I say, go to the left platform and jump from there, but Jesus, it just looks hard. Alright. Don't know how I didn't die to that. I wonder... There's nothing you can do here, right? Like, you can't just jump... No. Well, even if you could jump to the right, there's nothing you can do from there anyways. There is no way to exploit this, unfortunately. Just that this game has so many spikes, spikes, yes, but no, skips and spikes, that I feel like if I really want to, I could definitely find a skip, but not here it seems. So if I go here, no, that jump is just ridiculous either way. Hey Kyle, how is it going? Yeah, there is no skipping here, unfortunately. Especially because the beginning of the screen is right. It's very close to the end. Usually when that's the case, there is a skip. But not here. Okay, if that didn't work, I don't know what will work. Like, I feel like that's the best jump I could have done. So, I don't understand. I don't think I could have done it better than that. I'm confused here. Which makes me think that I'm doing it wrong. Like, maybe I'm supposed to go there with the spikes being switched, but that's impossible because the only switcher there is here, and you cannot jump from here to here. So Hold up. There is another route that I can take. Wait, I think I get it. I think yeah, like that jump might actually be impossible, which is the reason why what I'm doing is wrong. Or it's not wrong, but it's incomplete. That's not where the level ends. I need to do another lap. Like basically I'm supposed to fall here, double jump into this, jump here, then here, then here, then here, and then to the end. Essentially. For that I need to, like once I reach the top, I need to fall again. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that at least I was able to do that jump. Like if I couldn't at least try that jump like that, I would have thought that it is possible. Maybe it is possible, but I don't know. It just looks extremely hard. So I think my idea is better. Like, it would be nice if you could switch twice, but you can't. So you need to do this platforming here. And then here. Well. Oh, okay. My bad. You're not supposed to stop by in the middle. You're supposed to fall all the way down and then double jump. I didn't want to do that because you fall very fast. But wait a second. If that's the case, couldn't I just do... No, because you are forced to... No, never mind. You could do it from here if you weren't forced to waste your double jump. So no, that won't work. No, I basically need to do what I did before, but instead of landing on the side spikes, just go all the way down. That's essentially the plan. It looks quite challenging though. But yeah, not that bad. Now I wonder how you're gonna make a boss with this gimmick. Because this gimmick is purely platforming. Well, I guess you could say the same thing about Dot Kill, but with Dot Kill you can just put a boss while you are Dot Kill, but with this, well, we will see. Alright, so you do this. This fucking... That counted as a double jump. I feel like that's something that I could criticize the author for. If you're gonna make a gimmick like this, at least make the hitbox of the spike when you're walking on it something that resembles more of a platform, instead of keeping all the shagged edges. Because if you keep that like those mini jumps are gonna happen no matter what you do. I feel like you should have changed the hitboxes, but whatever. There you go. Okay. Huh. I wonder if you can skip this. I mean, if you somehow do a plane jump, you could skip this, right? Hey, I'm just curious. It's not like I'm gonna try hard. If you are there, Yami, can you tell me if this jump is possible? This plane jump? from the bottom. Like, I will imagine it's possible if it was a little bit lower. But at the height it is, I don't think it is possible. I don't know. Will be nice, because you will just keep the whole level, but... yeah, I don't think so. No. It's a better idea to just do the level the intended way. But man, it's tempting, especially being that close to the exit. It's very tempting to try. But yeah, no. Let's not do that. Well, so some of the champs here look problematic, to say the least. Yeah, some of the champs just look mean. Even the very last champ of the checkpoint looks mean. Alright, it's gonna be hard. This screen is gonna take some time. Hey, if this plane champ is possible, it will probably take less time to get the plane successfully. It's probably a line dependent. Well, obviously it is a line dependent, most likely. Apparently this champ is impossible due to the height. Yeah, I assumed that. Like, if it was lower, it would be possible, but since it's so high, the double champ will just not make it at the right place. Yeah. Yeah, it is too high, I know. How is it going, Daniel? Well, thanks. I mean, I wasn't really gonna go for it, because even if it was possible, it was most likely too hard for me anyways. But, yeah. Good to know that it's not possible. Problem is that this screen also looks very challenging by itself. Really one of those champs that I wish it was possible. After all, this game has so many skips that another one wouldn't hurt, you know? But no. We cannot have the skip. Unfortunately. On the right side, after I'm done with this gimmick stage, the final stage should appear. And I have no idea what to expect from the final stage. But remember the 4.5 rule? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that depends. I mean, if it's for the 4.5 rule, it will work here, wouldn't it? But yeah, how is it going, Yami? It's fine. Didn't want to do the plane anyways. I did want to, yeah. If it ain't possible, but wait a second. No, if I save in the air, no, that's a stupid idea. You save in the air, you're not gonna get an additional champ with magic. You're just gonna get a regular air champ. Will be nice though if you can, like, do something like this a la Boshi. But no. That doesn't work. Well, in Boshi, I don't know exactly how the bug works, but if you pick certain characters that have a certain shot hitbox, if you're in the air and you shot and you spam restart, your character goes flying. Like it's using in the speedrun to skip the like a very big portion of the last world. I don't know how it works. I'm assuming that maybe the shot, I don't know, like makes the character move like 1 pixel high, and when you restart, well, I really don't know how it works. But it looks pretty cool. I will say that of all the things that the Boshi speedrun has, I think that part is probably the best one. Also because it's so close to the end. You know? It really gets your blood pumping. It will be funny to try to speedrun Boshi once, just to see how it feels. But yeah, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea, mostly because of the platforming sections. Like the speedrun makes a lot of the platforming section look super easy, but they are not. Especially I think in the Ninja Gaiden world, like I think that specific world, a lot of the platforming there, like the speedrun makes it look so easy, but it's very hard to get consistently. So yeah. Not a good idea. Well, obviously it's not like I will be aiming for war record, but still. That champ is very annoying. Well, that champ and the one that comes afterwards, they are both extremely annoying. And then the last champ that it's a pain in the ass is this one. You're supposed to essentially double champ here and somehow not touch neither of these spikes. It's possible, of course, and it's not extremely hard to do, but it's the very last champ, you know, so the choke potential is limitless. It's so high. That's the issue. But that champ is just fucked up. That champ is fucked up because you need to do a small first champ, but the second champ has to make up for all the height that you lose on the first one. So it has to be done at the perfect point, at the perfect time. It cannot be done any later, because you really need to have considerable height to do that one. So yeah. It ain't a joke. It ain't a joke. Really. That champ with those 3 spikes here is costing me a lot. I think that most of my deaths are because of that champ. Well, that and the first one probably. But then that champ is also disgusting. I mean, not just because the first champ you have to avoid hitting your head, also because the second champ, I mean, just like the previous champ, you need to make up for the height you're gonna lose, because the first champ cannot be full because you have another platform on the left. Oh yeah. It's very painful. Maybe the double champ there is not very picky. So here, if I'm not mistaken, like there's not much you can do other than double champing before that spike, which means that you have to fall clean from up there to the bottom platform. There is no double champ that you can do in that trajectory. That's a very sad death. I would have preferred dying to any of the previous spikes, but not to that one. I would have even preferred to die to the bottom spike, but that one, dying to that one hurts. Like that's the type of death that makes you feel like a moron. Because it's not hard to not die to that spike. And yet I did. At least it's pretty clear that that's the strategy. But then after that there is still one more champ remaining. And then keep in mind that after I reach that checkpoint, I need to go all the way back, but this time using the spikes. Which is a very weirdly done mechanic, so I hope that at least it's easy to go back. Well, there are so many spikes that might not even be that big of a deal, but considering that there are also a lot of platforms very close together, it could be just as hard. You know that it would be nice if this level was like stage 4, that you could ignore one of the gimmicks, right? Like in stage 4 you had 6 rooms, or well, 6 sections I guess, each one with a different gimmick. Your objective was completing 5 of them. You didn't need to complete all 6. Well, if you completed all 6 you get a star, but it wasn't necessary to progress. Would have been nice if this was the same. You only needed like 3 of the 4 seals in order to progress. I would have already gotten it, but unfortunately not. It doesn't work like that. You need to break every single one of the 4 seals. Because I definitely would have skipped this one. This one seems to be very clearly the hardest one. Like the Dot Kid was not easy, but at the same time, it was mostly a matter of getting used to the Dot Kid. The one with the gravitational pulls would have been harder, but the creator got very generous with the checkpoints there. The one with the platforms, for the most part, it was just a matter of figuring out what to do. And then the platforming was only hard in one screen that had a diamond champ. Outside of that, it was relatively easy. This one, however, the gimmick itself is not a problem, but the platforming is ridiculously harder than every other room in these gimmicks, I mean. Like, see, for example, here, the fact that there is not a single checkpoint until I reach the switch is quite telling that it just makes this shit extremely hard. But yeah, this is very clearly the hardest one of the 4 seals. And if you were allowed to skip one, you definitely want to skip this one. But unless you are very good at Needle, I guess. If you're very good at Needle, this is probably the last one you want to skip. Because it's the only one that more or less behaves like a regular Needle section. The other ones with their gimmicks might be... Well, I guess the only one that you will want to skip if you are very good at Needle will be the gravitational one. Because all of the rules of Needle that you know probably wouldn't work. Or maybe the one that you were supposed to build platforms. Because that one mostly takes time thinking what to do. Not because the platforming is hard. Well, maybe the Dot Kid is something that you will want to skip if you are just not used to it. But I think that most people that are good at Needle in general will know how to deal with Dot Kid, right? Like, I think that Dot Kid is a very common gimmick in Needle games, right? Or maybe it's not that common? I don't know. I don't play Needle games. I wouldn't know. But it's not a novel gimmick particularly. I feel like it wouldn't hurt putting a checkpoint like here, right? Like, come on. Like, there is no reason to be this fucking stingy with checkpoints. You know? You just put a checkpoint there. But yeah, this game is stingy with checkpoints, with the exception of the gravitational gimmick that had a lot of them. In every other part of the game, I mean, it could be worse, but it's still incredibly stingy. In fact, most of the difficulty of the levels pretty much stems from the lack of checkpoints more than anything else. But obviously, that's part of what makes something hard or not, right? This checkpoint in particular is just very hard. And unfortunately, this is not the last screen of this gimmick. God damn it. I wish there was a way to make that jump easier for me. But it's just not. It's just two very short jumps. You're just supposed to do the short jumps. It's gonna be hard to get past that jump again. But what I'm mostly surprised is that it's been a while since I even got into that jump. Like, it's like I'm playing worse and worse with every attempt. Well, it's very logical to get impatient in a checkpoint like this, you know. Problem is that it's too early to get tilted, that's the issue. Like, part of me wants to get tilted, because this checkpoint is just unreasonable, but I can't do that yet. It's way too early in the stream to get tilted. I need to save it for later. Though at the same time, after this, what's most likely gonna be is a boss fight. Well, so far the boss fights in the game have been the opposite of tilting. They have been chill, if anything. Very easy compared to how they could have been. But, you know. You never know. Especially getting close to the end of the game. The boss fights are gonna ramp up in difficulty. It's a possibility. Really? I feel like this screen is gonna take me half of the stream. I don't think I'm exaggerating. Because again, even if I get to that checkpoint, I still need to make it all the way back. You know? Oh yeah. thing is that so far, this has been the longest stage by far. This is the only stage that has taken me a whole stream and more to beat. Every other stage has been beaten in either one stream's length or less. But this one is the first one that takes more than that. So yeah. That's an issue. A little bit of an issue. But again, we're getting close to the end. Or at least I hope. I mean, the map says that. Look, if you look at the map clearly says we are at the end. There can be much more after this, you know? That's the thing. I will expect that there's gonna be one last stage that is probably either gonna be the final boss or some very quick stage followed by the final boss. There can't be that much more left. In fact, well, considering that the stage is called Breaking the Seals, I don't think it's gonna be the last stage. I mean, the stage name is the only thing that makes me think that. But then again, this stage could have no boss, and the stage 12 will be just a boss. Maybe. I don't know. Anything is possible. After all, it wouldn't be the first stage that doesn't have a boss. We already had one of those. Well, to be precise, it was only one of those, but it will happen again. I want to at least get to the last champ, dude. I want to at least die to the last champ, so that way I can be like, alright, at least I got the furthest that I could before, you know, actually beating the checkpoint, right? Couldn't even position myself properly. That fall is just very annoying. Well, no. Everything about this screen is annoying. This screen is annoying. Well, this stage in general is annoying. See, for example, at least there I died to the last champ. So that means that it's impossible now to get a better try than that doesn't involve beating the checkpoint. Now, I don't know exactly why I died there. Did I jump too early? I mean, I know that I hit the top spike. But yeah, I guess... well, that's what I don't know, see? I don't know if I jumped too early or if I jumped too strongly. Like, because I feel like I jumped super low, but maybe it had too much strength. But at the same time, it could have been a jump that wasn't low enough and it was the lowest strength I could have. since it wasn't long enough, it was gonna hit the spike regardless. But I have no idea which one it was, which is a problem. What I like is that Miku's shoes are completely white, which makes it very easy to see where you're standing, you know? Like, it makes it very clear, and it makes a good contrast with the platform. And the fact that she has her feet together also makes it easy to know exactly where you're standing, because the kid has very spread out shoes, right? A lot of times it's not very clear where you're standing, but with Miku it's very, very clear. Miku Crocs? Yeah, maybe they are Crocs. It could be. I never had Crocs. All I ever use is pretty much... Well, I use sandals to walk in my house. When I go outside, I just use regular shoes. Like, shoes. It's like sport shoes, right? That are nothing out of the ordinary. Well, calling it sports is an exaggeration. They are... No, they have... No, okay. In English, you call that tennis. That's how you call it, right? You call it tennis. Well, that's what I wear when I go out to the street. And when I used to go to school, they made you use shoes, but shoes as in like formal shoes, right? The ones that are uncomfortable as shit to wear, well, those. Thankfully, school has been over a long time ago and I don't have to wear that garbage anymore. But yeah, back when I went to school, you were forced to wear formal shoes. It was very annoying. Nice. Jesus Christ, what a fucking checkpoint. Well, now we have to go all the way back, which might be harder or not. You never know. It's impossible to know because of this very novel gimmick. What the hell? I guess I'm supposed to jump there. Also, is it possible to switch and save? Okay, I'm glad you can jump out of it, because that would have been a soft lock if you couldn't. Would have been pretty sad. But then again, I'm sure that Yami's save edit tool will have helped me getting out of that. But I think it's technically, it's literally impossible to fall on a spike, save, and get stuck on that spike. Because if you were able to save, you were also able to jump out of it when you respawn. But I don't know. Maybe it is possible to get stuck under very specific circumstances. I guess it also depends on the game. So here, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't think this jump from below is possible, right? Like, I need to do it from above. Like this. Yeah, probably. Mine were shoes, sneakers hybrid. No one cared enough to check them, so I had comfy shoes. Well, in my school they were a little bit strict with the way you dress. In fact, I wasn't allowed to have a beard. Like, I was forced to shave because the dressing codes say that you were not allowed to have facial hair, essentially. So yeah, I was forced to shave, which was very annoying, but whatever. Yeah, it was very strict. The way back was so much easier. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, something tells me is that... Well, okay, there's gonna be a lot of switches in the way, and there is a checkpoint as well. So, okay, maybe it's not gonna be that painful. Yeah, I guess the first checkpoint is not that bad. The second one might be a little bit bad though. So if that first... Wait, can I go? No. Need to go down here. But yeah, the first champ already looks like trouble. Ah, damn it, you had to hit it there, son of a bitch. This is gonna be nasty. Very nasty. Well, technically, it's gonna be very hard to stay in the spike and then jump. But if I double jump, I will need to fall. Well, I guess... Yeah, falling all the way down without jumping again doesn't seem like an extremely hard challenge, really. Maybe I could try doing that. Yeah, I gotta tell you that dressing codes are fucking cancer. Like, I understand that the point of dressing codes is that someone doesn't go dress like a clown or like whatever, right? But they really suck. Like, for example, back when I went to my office in my shop, I was told once that I needed to wear jeans at the very least. What I was wearing were like sport pants, like the kind of shit that you take to the gym or something, because they were comfortable to use. But no, you were not allowed to wear that. So I had to buy jeans because I couldn't wear that. But thankfully the COVID shit happened and I no longer have to go to office, so they can suck my dick and I can just work in pajamas all day and nobody can tell me anything. So yeah. Another one of the reasons why not going to the office anymore is a good thing. I can dress however the fuck I want to. Nobody can tell me otherwise. There are just too many advantages of working from home. So, okay, the problem of that switch there is that I think you're supposed to switch it again, but once you hit a switch, you need to wait a specific amount of time until you can, well, switch again. But the issue is that time, I don't know how to calculate it. Well, I mean, I could count, I guess. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, it's around 3 seconds. Or, well, rather 2 seconds. It's just that it's 3 if you start counting with 1. I guess I hurried too much. Damn it. Okay. The issue now is how... Yeah, that's the problem. Like, as soon as I switch, I need to jump, because the way that these spikes work, if you're at the top of a spike and you have a platform right above you, there's not much you can do. You know? Like, if you jump, even if it's very low, you die, essentially. I mean, at the same time, I guess it's technically... Yeah, okay, it's possible to do this like this, but... The problem is what you have here. No, okay, that works. Okay. Okay. Well, this doesn't look pretty nice at all. This looks pretty bad, in fact. Okay. Wait, is it possible to go to the left without spending a double jump? Is it? I guess it is. Maybe a precise jump, because if I double jump before that top spike, there's nowhere for me to land. So I will need to get past that spike with a single jump. Well, yeah, essentially. Yeah, okay. We'll try to make that happen. At least I have the winning formula. Need to execute it. But getting past that spike is hard. Like, I'm not sure if that is even possible. But again, if that's not possible, I don't see what else you could do. But it has to be possible. No, I'm stupid. Oops. feels like you have to be super precise. Yeah. I don't think there's much more to it. Like, you just have to be very precise. It's a shame that I don't think I have any champ to practice it, like any equivalent champ to practice it before going there. Basically have to go all the way there before I can practice it again. That's a little bit of an issue. Because you might be thinking, well, why don't you try doing that with spikes? But the thing is that if you try doing that with spikes, there's nothing you can do later. Like, if you want to reach the portal, it's impossible. So you need to somehow get past this spike. Ah, I almost got it. I didn't believe. See, that's the issue. I did not believe. If I had believed, I would have reacted and double champ, but I thought that I was gonna get hit by it. I didn't believe. Had I just believed, would have worked. We need to believe. Without believing, can't go anywhere. The right side. This is the last screen of this gimmick. After this, there's gonna be a mini boss. And after that, your guess is as good as mine. Anything can happen. Nice. Nice! Alright, bring it on. Mr. Mini Boss. Wait, what the hell? Oh, we have one of these. Okay, okay. Oh, and that disappears. Every time that you change platforms. Okay. You're basically supposed to go left, right, left, right. Also, you don't really need to jump to go from one side to the other. Just that since it looks like a spike, it's kind of like a reflex reaction. Really? That's the first time that I double KO. What's interesting that it says backspace to hub. Makes me think that the kill counted, but obviously I'm not gonna risk it when the boss is so fucking easy, you know? that's the first time I double KO in this game. Which is fairly impressive, considering that every boss in this game, for what I remember, can double KO you. Unlike many other fun games, this game doesn't clear bullets when the boss is dead, which is bullshit. I feel like it should, but for some reason the creator didn't think that was a good idea, so it doesn't happen. But yeah, you can pretty much get double KO by almost any boss. Thankfully, this was the first boss so far where that happened. So having something like that happen on a piece easy boss is nice. I mean, it's not nice, it would be nice if it didn't happen. But hey, it's better for it to happen now than on a hard boss. Though as I say before, this game so far didn't have a single hard boss. But it might happen. Might be a surprise at the end, most likely. Also, the bullet density for this boss is clearly a lot higher than the other bosses, the other seals, I mean. So this is without a doubt the hardest seal in this stage. Like, no other seal comes close. This one is clearly the hardest one, both in the stage portion and in the boss portion. But yeah. Hey Blue, how is it going? Yeah, no problem. Just here trying to break the seal. You didn't really miss anything so far. I mean, the gimmick here was very needle heavy, so there wasn't anything interesting going on. The interesting might start happening now, I don't know, because I really don't know what's gonna happen after the seals are broken. You can only speculate. Alright, got that seal too. So what do I do now? Every seal is broken. The seals are broken and the path to the castle is open to the submarine. And so if you don't use the submarine, you are fucked. Well, I'm glad, because I'm a submarine user. So the path to the castle. Which castle? What castle are we talking about here? And more important, well, I don't care about what castle. The best question is, how do I get to it? Like, should I go down or should I go right? Both seem like a good idea. It cannot be both at the same time. Well, down is where I came from, so that's what's making me think to go right instead. Very hard to be patient there. So I won't. The good thing is that the bullets go through spikes. Nice. Gotta be careful with that eel. Nice. There is a jellyfish spawn there. Wait a second, at the same time I can go to the surface. I can go to the surface. This it should be... Well, I'm assuming the path to whatever castle there is shorter from the middle of the stage. I want to believe at least. The problem is that I have no idea where the castle is. Keep mentioning a castle, but what castle are we talking about? It says the castle is open to the submarine. Okay, very cool, but where is it? Not like you can see a map here. Oh, there is a map! Okay, so it's all the way down. Wait a second, are there that many stars in this stage? No. No, S, wait, what does... No, S means save. Just that saves obviously don't exist if you take the submarine. Alright, so I'm supposed to go all the way down. Well, I guess in that case... Well, the easiest path could either be from the right or from the left, really. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I'm gonna go for the right side. Because I think that the right side is the one that I've been able to rush the most without any issues. So. Let's go down here. Yeah. You can see you can rush this very easily. Nice. And from here, we should be able to get to the castle right away. And I'm assuming that the castle is gonna be the final stage. Probably. Uh-oh, well, there's gonna be a boss fight before that, apparently. The Terror of the Trench. Oh wow, and now I have an 8-way directional shot. Oh, I forgot that I don't need to spam the shot. I can just leave it pressed and it's gonna work. This guy has a lot of health though. Like, goddamn. Because every single shot takes away exactly 1 point of health. So that's gonna take a while. And that will take quite a while. So it seems that hitting his arms deals more damage. But I don't know. Also, I was right about there being a Kraken. We were gonna release a Kraken and this is the Kraken. I think that 2 more hits are gonna kill me, by the way. I want to see how much damage you deal by hitting. No, it doesn't seem like you deal that much damage by shooting at the legs. I got completely cornered there. Come on. Okay, apparently for shooting down the legs, each leg takes away 10 points of damage from him. That's good. Also, the legs are the ones responsible for shooting. Well, they are not the only ones, but they do some shooting. Some shooting that is more or less aim at you. Or at least it takes your position into consideration. If you can hit him multiple times. Like, I wonder if you can shotgun him. And it seems that you can, because I don't think he has iframes. I think it's technically possible to just shotgun him, but seems a little bit risky. Well, as any shotgunning in shoot 'em ups is. Oh wow, that's an interesting pattern. Very hard to dodge as well. Especially the bullets that go back all the way up. That's a shame. It's an issue. Like, this boss has too much health. We'll have toned down the health a little bit. Like, tone down the health a little bit and make the attacks harder. Like, I don't mind the attacks being harder as long as you have to survive for less amount of time. But that's okay. Wish the movement of this thing was more precise. Well, if the movement of this thing was actually more precise, in the sense that you could move exactly where you wanted without any acceleration, this will be absolutely free. More importantly, if there was no bouncing when you hit the wall, yeah. This will be absolutely free if that was the case, but that not being the case means that it won't be free. This pattern in particular is very nasty. Quite a lot of bullet density, but more importantly, the trajectory of the bullets being so treacherous, right? They are curvy bullets and some of them just go all the way back. Got him. Damn, the castles seem a little bit bigger in the map. Oh, 12.1. So that's how it's gonna be. So this is not gonna be the last stage. I mean, it's gonna be the last stage, but it's gonna have multiple... Alright. I don't like the name Spinning Wheels, I gotta say. That looks like well, that sounds like an evil name. Alright, open up. Well, at least we can select what we want to get tortured by. To unseal the next gate, you must activate all the gears in each of the 4 chambers and exit the chamber. Each chamber is timed individually. The combined time must be less than 175 seconds. Repeating a room will allow you to improve your time. The timer will not start until you touch the faint green start zone to allow you to review the room. Under 140 seconds, grants a bonus star. Well, that sounds like absolute cancer. Didn't want to say that bluntly, but yeah, that sounds absolutely cancerous. Alright. So, you're supposed to flip the gears, all of them. So there is an issue with that. The issue being that these things can be done in a lot of ways. Obviously, if you go back, it's not gonna count. You need to get them all. Damn, this looks like such a pain in the ass, dude. This looks extremely painful. In fact, I will tell you that this is a very good place to take a break from the game. Because holy shit, this really looks hard, it's not a joke. Also, 175 seconds split in 4 rooms will give you a total of give you a total of... Wait. If I see the number, it might be easier to do arithmetical operations. Will have to be 40... 43? 43 point something, right? So 43 seconds per room. I mean... 43 seconds per room, huh? You want me to speedrun this? Well, Mr. Creator, you need to understand that I'm not good at speedrunning. Much less things that have multiple paths like this. It seems like a mistake. Mr. Creator. Like 45 seconds per room. Sorry, 43, which is even worse. 43 seconds per room seems like a real mistake. Are you sure you want to do that? 43? I don't know, mister. I think that you might be wrong. You might be incorrect. You might be confused. You don't really want to do this. Wait, I cannot even go up here from there. I gotta say that at least this screen looks easier than the other ones. That's not really saying much. All of them look like a problem. Yeah, I think I can tell you, like, unless somehow I can get multiple rooms here. Like, unless I can do that. Today, I mean. Unless that happens, I will have to take a break from this game. Because this really looks extremely hard to do. And like coming from the previous stage with all those gimmicks, it really feels like something that exhausted me already a little bit, so I think that, yeah, I think that next stream is gonna be chilling. Gotta be chilling. Because this might be a little bit too much. I want to see, there is one room that I haven't seen, which is this one. Not like I expect it to be any easier, but hey, you never know. Might be surprised. But no, they all look hard. I mean, the thing is that already getting all the things to spin and go back to the entrance, that already seems like a challenge in itself. Like, that already doesn't seem easy. You know? But the problem here is that you want me to do this fast. So I'm not sure, mister, but that seems like a problem, if you ask me. What I do know is that if I want to progress even a little bit, I will need to choose one room and stick to it. But they all, I mean, I guess of all the rooms, this one looks the best. Or well, looks the best. Let me correct myself. Looks the easiest. I think another problem is that if this is gonna be the music, it's a little bit repetitive, you know? The Tsundere EMs? What's a EM? Sounds like IBM. Hey, why did IBM stop making computers? Or did they stop? Oh, the in-ear, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, tell me how it goes when you get them. Though, well, not like I will buy them because I don't like in-ear monitors, but monitors, yeah. Yeah, having ear monitors will be nice, but yeah, no. Yes, I know. Wait, you say monitor. Wait, why do you say monitor? I thought I was the one that was a stone. Why did you say monitor? That's not a monitor, that's an earbud, an earbud. You don't like things going inside you? No. Sorry that I can't relate, but yeah, unfortunately for you, I cannot relate. They label the IEM mascot as Tsundere with the 3 sides and stuff. They switched to Cloud SaaS. Were losing money and other companies were doing better. Well, it would be nice to have some more competition in the video card field at least. Because, yeah, the prices need to go down. And with not that much competition, well then again, will they sell them cheap? Probably not. A stage monitor system is any system that provides a mix of audio sources to a performer on stage. IEMs are what musicians use to listen to their music on stage. Huh. Yeah, but calling it monitor seems a little bit weird, you know? Because I mean, with that same argument, a joystick is a monitor because it lets you monitor the state of the game you're playing. You know? Like, yeah. Very cool, but that's not what a monitor is. Just wait for Intel. I mean, that will be cool too. But, you know, the problem is that, I mean, it's pretty nice to imagine that it will happen in the future, but I would like it to happen in, like, before I die, if it's possible. And that doesn't seem to be what's gonna happen, you know, at this rate. But yeah, it would be nice if it happened in my lifetime, you know. Well, I mean, so far it's not like I need a video card, but that's the problem. What if I do need it? What if something happens to my video card, right? And wait for Intel CPUs with even worse drivers than AMD? Well, it all depends. I mean, Intel, for what I understand, has a lot of proprietary shit, as you can tell by their processors. And I think that a very big portion of, or a very big part of the reason why AMD is such a failure in software-wise is that they expect their user base to make up for their shortcomings. When in reality, nobody fucking knows how to handle video cards in terms of, you know, software-wise, right? Like, come on, dude, we are not engineers, we just like playing games. That's your show, not my show. So that's the mostly the issue with AMD. When there is something that they lack, instead of getting to work into it to compete with, well, the competition, redundancy aside, instead they are like, yeah, nah, this is not an issue. This is a request, so if you want it, you are free to develop it. Bitch, I like playing games. I don't care about what, I mean, you could say that maybe I could care about what goes on a video card, but I didn't study for that, and I'm not gonna study for that. You know? That should be your job, not mine. On the other hand, Nvidia usually is like, you know, oh, we got a requested feature, no problem, we got you. And they implement it. They implement it obviously only for themselves. Like, it's not gonna be open source. You need to have an NVIDIA card, and if you want to see the source code, well, you're out of luck. But they usually get shit done. So I will assume that if Intel gets in the video card business, it will be like that. They will probably do what NVIDIA do and provide solutions instead of providing tools. I mean, don't get me wrong, providing tools is pretty nice, but come on, dude. Most of your users are not... well, most of your users and most people in the world have no idea how a video card works. So trying to delegate the writing of software to be used by a video card to your regular users is basically like, I don't know, going up to a police officer telling them, hey, someone is robbing a store, and the police officer is like, okay, take this gun and go stop him. Like, no, bitch, it's your job. Yeah, thank you for the free gun, I appreciate it, that's pretty cool of you, but that's your job. You use the gun and stop them. I'm not gonna use the gun. You know, it's that sort of thing. That's what AMD does. But yeah, I don't expect Intel to do that. Especially since, for what I know, Intel is more or less known for liking proprietary software when it comes to their shit. But yeah. But regardless, I don't think they are gonna do worse than AMD. One not shit OpenShield support, have this Lunits USB. Yeah, I think that the issue is that, like, I understand a lot of people that push for open source software, they mean well, of course, and in a utopia, in an ideal world, everyone will know how to perfectly operate a computer, from the most abstract user interface to the most specific processor instruction, right? Like, sure. But that's in your dream world. That is pretty cool. Hey, I'm not saying that your dream world is bad, but it's a dream world. That's not how reality operates. So, like, yeah, it's pretty nice. Like, I think that the problem with open source projects a lot of times is that there are some things that don't benefit that much of being open source, right? And I think that, you know, because the point of open source is that people can do modifications and whatever they want, or they could even build something themselves based on that. But we are talking about drivers here, you know? Like, not many people in the world know how to code anything, not even, you know, a simple hello world program. Don't expect them to know how to code a fucking driver. I don't even know how to code a driver, and I don't think I want to learn either. Now, if you know how to code a driver, hey, that's pretty cool, but you need to understand that 99.9% of your user base doesn't. So making that sort of stuff open source is very nice of you, but I rather, instead of making it open source, making it more you know, useful for the end user. Now that will be utopic. And it doesn't need to be utopic, it will be a reality. But for that you need to get your shit together, you know? But yeah. It's an issue. But it's whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, money is the one that talks. So, what I do know is that unless AMD changes... Well, actually, even if they changed their approach, I'm pretty sure the next video card that I will buy will be Nvidia. Like, I think that I already made a mistake once and there is no reason to make it again. Well, technically I did it twice, because my first video card was an AMD Radeon something. 44, damn it, that's because I hesitated in the end, because I thought it was gonna count as a stop when I crossed the line, but it didn't. It only counts as a stop when you go through that. Well, I mean, 44 is not a bad time, but that means that the other rooms will have to be faster than that, which is a problem. Well, on average, they will have to be faster than that. If I'm not mistaken, the Radeon card that I first had was a Radeon. Well, I don't know if it's pronounced Radeon or Radeon. I don't give a shit. Point is that it was an HD 6670, I think. Very old video card. But hey, it was enough for what I did back then, which is playing Ragnarok Online and shit. You know? But yeah, it worked for that. Well, it also worked for a lot of other things that were not as, you know, simple as Ragnarok Online. But yeah, was quite limited. After that, I got the Nvidia GTX 760. Very nice economic video card. Right now it's a little bit old. Like, nowadays the economic video card that most people will prefer will either be the 1660 or maybe the 2060. I guess some people still use the 1060, but yeah, the 760 is unfortunately a little bit too old, you know. It's a very old video card. Not to mention that I think that it only has 1 GB of RAM, which obviously back then 1 GB of video RAM was wow. Because I mean, video RAM wasn't very important. I mean, it's still not very important. But the point is that back then, having something like that was impressive, because video RAM was pretty much seen as a luxury. And I mean, it is a luxury, but you get the point. But yeah, something like that wouldn't work with almost any modern game that requires a minimum amount of graphics. So yeah, that wouldn't cut it. But that's okay. I mean, what's important is that it was a useful card. In fact, that card, I use it until the year 2020, no, 2019, I think. I don't remember which one, but like, no, I think it was 2020. And then I started using the AMD RX 590, which, hey, it's an okay card, but yeah, it's AMD, which that by itself is, you know, not a good thing. But, you know, that's fine. At least it works, you know, it does what a video card does. So hey, could be worse, but yeah. Actually, that gate champ is so stupidly complex that I have to do that first. Right? Well, actually, there are many things that are hard here. You can also go up here to avoid the platforming below, though that will make it slower, but... Nah, I don't like this screen. Too hard. That's an interesting shortcut. A shame that I die there, but that can work to save a lot of time. Though at the same time, I think it might be a better idea to do it in reverse. Go right first and then ascend from the left, probably. Just get a 4090, bro. Yeah. Good idea. No, if I had to buy an Nvidia card... I mean, I don't know which one I will buy. The problem is that the prices are so unreasonable that I feel that it's not worth to buy anything. But obviously, if you don't have any choice, like, you need to buy a video card. I don't know, like maybe a 2070, is that still something that has a reasonable price? So I think that a 2080 doesn't have a reasonable price. Maybe a 2070 will have, I don't know. Probably not. You never know. What I do know is that before getting any video card, I should get a new processor. But yeah. That's already gonna be a pain in the ass by itself. That's champ. Oh, also, speaking of which, what video card do you have now, Yami? Well, not just video card, but... Well, actually no. For now, your video card. Because otherwise it will be too long to list every component you have. But what are you using right now? I'm interested to see what you decide to choose. Because you tend to be pretty critical with everything. So I want to know which product has gained your trust enough for you to put money on it. I want to know which one you fell in love at first sight. A 4090? Damn, alright. Yeah, I guess we're going balls in. Oh, okay. Alright. Hey, it makes sense. If most of the time is gonna be spent in the computer and you have the money for it, you better go balls in. No reason to hold back. Yeah, alright. I mean, it is the best option, of course. If money is not an issue, yeah, of course, go for a 4090. Alright. Well, good shit. You know, cannot say much more. Basically, just good stuff. Well, if you wanted to go truly balls in, you could make it even more nasty. You could make it, you could have two of them. So I think that one of them is already big enough. I don't think two of them will fit in a regular case. Well, in fact, I think that one of them already doesn't fit in a regular case, does it? For what I know. Wait, I just realized that if I skip this gear, I will be wasting time. I cannot skip that one. And that's fucked up. They stopped doing the slice shit, so it doesn't work even if you try it. Like, it's only one video card. Well, only. Alright. Only is an exaggeration, but interesting. I thought that was still a thing. Alright. Well, I'm assuming that a 4090 is more than enough, regardless. I don't think once you get something like that, you need anything else, really. So yeah. It was shit anyways. Yeah, I never done it. Well, I mean, I never done it pretty much because of the amount of money that you need. Regardless of how good or not it was, it was a money sink even before the video card price went to shit. Even when the prices were still tolerable, like getting 2 video cards, you needed some money for that. And well, nowadays it's pretty much a big investment. So yeah. Well, the good thing is that you could theoretically buy 2 old video cards, use them in Slim, and that will make it so, you know, so you can actually get a relatively decent performance out of it. Yeah. At least so far, my PC is still kicking, so I don't need to worry about that yet. As long as it doesn't kick the bucket, that's fine, it can keep kicking. I will appreciate it. Also, why is the expression kick the bucket the way it is? Like, I don't understand. Why the bucket? Like, what is it trying to envision? Like, why would kicking the bucket be a metaphor for dying? I'm trying to think of maybe a specific profession that will have something like that, but nothing really comes to my mind, you know? I really am a little bit lost here. All these places look like a real pain in the ass. Doing any of this, like, I'm really struggling to think which one to do first, because they all look terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. I kinda fail to see which one is less terrible, because they all really seem extremely terrible. I guess maybe the one that I done is the exception, because after I did that pretty fast, I thought, well, pretty fast, relatively fast, I thought that all of them were gonna be like that, but it turns out that's not the case. Well, that's an issue. An issue and a half. So, seems that the best idea here be going for this one first, and then do the gate jump, probably. I mean, the falling doesn't seem that bad in here. Yeah, okay. That shamp though looks like absolute fucking cancer. It looks so damn cancerous to do that. And also, I feel like you will need to go for this first, because if you don't, it's like going up there again. I don't know. But yeah, what I do know is that Netstream is definitely a break from this, because this is hard enough as it is, so yeah. We need some break. right? Oh, that jump is not possible, really? Well, if that jump is not possible, I need to go all the way down. But if that's the case, then it is a better idea to go for these ones first. And then go for the rest. Probably. Yeah. And then if I land there, I can do all the route that I did before, and I basically will get it. And I should get it relatively fast. At least that's what my mental calculations tell me. Which are not necessarily super accurate. The biggest problem is that gate jump in the bottom. That's what really gonna be an issue. But if it isn't for that gate jump, this route doesn't seem extremely hard. Just a little bit. I mean, it's not like the gate jump is the hardest shit in the world. But it's not a, like, it's the kind of gate jump that you do with a double jump. If it was a single jump gate jump, it will be whatever, but... Double jump, gate jump, they are not very nice most of the times. I had and stuck with 1070 since release. Nice. So, wait, when was that? No, a better question. Well, I will assume that when was that was probably like 5 years ago, right? But no, I think a better question is, when did you buy the 4090? When did you decide to do the switch? When were you like, I need more? I need more power. When did you think of it? Because, well, it's understandable if you have a 1070 that you will want to upgrade. Yeah, that's quite the jump, you know. Quite a big jump. Almost as big of a jump as that fucking gate jump. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fuck up that jump. Jump is still a little bit hard to do. I mean, it's not a hard jump, but the fact that it's the last important jump... Well, not the last important jump, but the last... It's a hard jump, okay? Let's just say that. late last year I got a new monitor that's 4K and 120 Hz, so figure why not? Damn. Really going balls in, huh? Is it one of those curved monitors or is it a regular plain monitor? Because for some reason curved monitors have become extremely popular lately. I don't know exactly why. I feel like if I had one of those it would be a little difficult to look at. Or maybe it's a matter of getting used to it, but I don't know. Like, I don't think it can provide you much more than a... It's plain OLED, okay. Gotcha. But I gotta say that I am curious of curvy monitors. I am curious because... I mean, just to try them. I remember that when I went to office, one of my co-workers had one. It looked interesting, but again, I don't know if they will provide that much. You know? Not to mention, usually curved monitors are very big. So if you want to have a multiple monitor setup like I do, well, multiple, I have two. Like, saying multiple makes it sound like I have 3 monitors and like a 4th one hanging around. No, I only have 2, but you know. Nice, damn, that was pretty fast. 31 seconds. Damn, can't believe you can do that one that fast. So that basically takes away a lot of seconds from... well, a lot of necessary seconds from the other rooms. Though these 2 other rooms, they both look horrible. They look horrible. But hey, it's gotta happen. I don't know which path is the best one. If I go to the left... well... I mean, going to the left... doesn't seem like it's gonna be any harder than going to the right, really. They both look just as painful. I actually don't know how to do that, Sham. You know that I should have practiced this one first. That's a shame because that was an amazing run, but... yeah, you're supposed to do something like that. It's a hard jump. It's not easy at all. Because you're supposed to... yeah, I mean, I need to practice this multiple times. It really is not easy. I mean, it's not like it's extremely hard, but... it's the last jump. Yeah, I guess it's something like that. Problem is remembering that as well. They are fine, but the tech for them is behind a bit, so lower res or other compromise. Yeah, I see that. I personally have never used any monitor that is better than the classic 1080p 60 Hz. And I haven't used anything better than that ever. But even if I did, I probably will need a better computer if I wanted to use something like that. So I don't think that's a possibility until I change my computer. And I don't want to change my computer yet. Mostly because since I probably won't stay in this apartment because they are probably not gonna renew the rent. By they, I mean the owners of this apartment, right? They are most likely not gonna renew it. I don't really want to buy a lot of stuff that I will need to move out of it when the rent is over, you know. It will be a little bit annoying. But yeah. There is 1 year and a half remaining of rent. Basically half of the full duration of the rent. But yeah. I don't really want to buy anything that is not necessary because of that. See, like for example, I was thinking of actually buying a mechanical keyboard, which will be the first time. I never own a mechanical keyboard. I just want to have it just to try it. But again, I don't want to bring more shit here and then needing to worry about moving it out later. So as long as this keyboard still works, and I mean it still works, just that sometimes it gets a little bit hard to type in it, you know? And by getting hard, I mean that in the literal sense. Sometimes the keys are a little bit too hard, you know? Not sure why, but yeah. Nice. Damn. Alright. Hey, maybe I might be able to beat this today. I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but with this time, let's do the math. So, for the first two, you will have 69. If you add that to 44, you will get 113, right? So if the objective is 165, I need a maximum of 52 seconds on this room. Anything higher than 52 will either mean that I need to redo this or another one. So I need to do this 52 seconds. That's the longest I can take in this room. Which is a reasonable time, considering that no other room is close to that time. But yeah. What might not be very reasonable is the room itself. In fact, let me try to check which path I should take here. If I go left first... well... I think the problem here is that regardless of which path I take, the problem are the two bottom gears. Those are extremely annoying. Not just because the way they are placed, but also because of the spikes that are between them. And if you want to do that fast, you will need to do that plane jump that you see there. And that's not something I'm gonna do. So Maybe it will be better to go right first. Though it's not like the... I mean, I guess I'm gonna try going right first, but I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. Something that I've been thinking for the next stream, since I want to take a break from this. Well, I want to take a break from this as long as I don't beat this level today. And by this level I mean 12-1, and not 12, because I'm pretty sure that if I beat 12 I beat the game. But if I beat 12-1 today, I will stream tomorrow as well, this game. If I don't, I want to take a break, and the break will be Project Diva, but the issue is that Project Diva is the kind of game that I need a high bitrate to stream. So if my internet works as bad as it's been working lately, lowering the bitrate wouldn't be an option. So at the same time, today I didn't need to lower the bitrate even once. It's been working perfectly at 6000 kilobits per second every time today. Hasn't once given me trouble. But obviously this is something that is not stable, so you can't just take that as something of a guarantee, right? It's no guarantee. Guarantees are non-existent. That's the issue. OLED burn in poppers? What? Also, the one that is the culprit of this bandwidth issues is not really my ISP. You could say technically it is, but I think that will be a little bit short-sighted. What seems to be the issue of this bandwidth is that in Capital City lately, because of the heat, there's been a lot of power outages, right? So because of that, there are obviously a lot of internet nodes that are affected. And when that's the case, a lot of other nodes get overworked, and they have a lot more traffic than what they are supposed to have. So I think that's the reason why I'm having bandwidth issues these days, because of these outages. Thankfully, autumn started, and so did the cold, or rather the not extreme heat. So when the temperatures go down, so should the energy consumption, which means that these power outages are gonna be less frequent. And if that's the case, the bandwidth issues should disappear as well. Now the problem is that I don't know when that's gonna happen. So I don't know if streaming Project Diva tomorrow will be a good idea. I don't think it will be a bad idea, but we will see. Again, it depends. If I can beat this screen today, which hey, it's a possibility, I will keep going tomorrow with this. Okay, this screen looks harder than the other three screens. I mean, it doesn't look extremely hard, but it looks like something that will take a while. So it's the perfect time to take a break. So otherwise it's too much bullshit altogether. Not to mention that after this, there's probably gonna be more Needle. Just Needle that probably is not time limited, but still. Also, I think I should realize something. The limit is 175, so that means I have a lot more leeway here. I say that the sum of all those numbers was 131, right? I think that no, it's not a, or is it? Wait, let me do the math again. 133. So with 133, wait, no, never mind. Wait. Alright. Sorry, I'm very bad at math, so I will have to take out a calculator. Alright. So this is 38, 31, 44. 38 plus 31 plus 44. See, yeah, it's 113. I'm stupid. I did the math properly last time. Like, I basically switched two numbers. So basically, 62 seconds is the maximum, not 52. So that's more leeway. So I can actually take my time in this level. Considering that the platforming is hard, I can just take my time with it. I mean, after all, if I want the bonus star, I will need to do this level in... I think the bonus is 135 seconds, right? We'll need to do this in 24 seconds, which is impossible. And I mean literally impossible. I will need to shave off seconds from other screens, which I won't do, of course. Are the Code Vein expansions worth it? No. No, they are not. They are basically one map with recycle enemies and a new boss. And the bosses are extremely hard if you take them down by yourself. But if you use a companion, it's a fun challenge. But if you're expecting a DLC of the size of Dark Souls, no, you won't. So no, they are not worth it. But hey, if you don't mind spending money on it, but no, I wouldn't recommend you. Even if you don't mind spending the money, you should spend it in something better. In fact, I will recommend you that even considering the base game. Like, I will recommend you to just waste that money on a better game. It's not like it's a super bad game, but... you know. Yeah. I mean, this is needless to say, but obviously you should buy all of the Dark Souls games if you don't have them. I will assume you already have them all, so that's why I probably wouldn't even think of saying that. But yeah, if you somehow still don't have every Dark Souls game, just buy the Dark Souls game instead of fucking Code Vein, dude. Code Vein is just a very bad Dark Souls clone. You only played a bit of one. Well, basically, if you don't have them already in your Steam account, get them all. Like, get Dark Souls 1, 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and 3. Get all of them. And the expansions as well. The DLCs of Dark Souls are actually worth it. All of them. There's not a single DLC that isn't worth it. Well, I don't know if they are cosmetic DLCs or weapon DLCs. I don't think there is. But the big ones are all worth it. Dark Souls 2 is a very good game. Dark Souls 2 is a game that you're supposed to get creative with your builds. If you play Dark Souls 2 as, like, you know, a knight with a shield and a sword, you're probably not gonna like it. But it's all about the builds. Like, you can do some very cool magicians, you can do a dual build katana guy. You can do all you want. The builds in that game are just very, like, they have a lot of variety and they are all more or less viable. Dark Souls 3 is basically the opposite of Dark Souls 2 in that regard. Dark Souls 3 pretty much only has one good build, which is the R1 spam build. You can also get a magical build, but it's gonna suck balls and it's inferior in almost any way to a physical build. And the bosses are all pretty much the same, in the sense that it's all about, you know, hit dodge, because that's the best strategy. So yeah, but then again, Dark Souls 3 has pretty good bosses. Even if that's the only strategy pretty much that you use to beat all of them, or the majority of them, they are very spectacular bosses. That's a strong suit of Dark Souls 3. But Dark Souls 2 is an amazing game. And the DLCs, in fact, I will say that the DLCs of Dark Souls 2 are better than the base game. Like, the DLCs are so good. All of them. Like the one in the... The one in the caves. The one in the foundry, and the one in the ice, well, snow, whatever. They are all very good. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is it's a big recommendation of mine. If you're willing to get creative with the builds, give it a chance, because it's very nice. Oh, that's such a dumb death. Well, on the bright side, I pretty much did this. So maybe there's gonna be no break. It all depends on what the next stage is. Assuming I get there. Again, there's not that much of a reason to rush this, considering that I have more than enough time. I can do this in, well, I already forgot the number, but like 65 seconds I think it was. That's more than enough time. Yeah, no problem. How can you die there? Well, at least I'm happy that what I saw as the hard parts are now not that hard. Like, I'm getting them semi-consistently. But yeah. I think the break is cancelled. I can definitely do this today. Like, for sure. There is no doubt about it. God damn it. What I remember is that when I died spinning the last gear of this screen, there were like the timer was in 40 seconds. And I took quite a lot of time. Like, I didn't hurry to do that. So, it's definitely something that I don't need to hurry at all. I forgot here. Ah, damn it. Come on, you can do this. I almost want to go as far as to say that I won't end the stream until I beat this screen. That's a very dangerous thing to say, though, because even if I know I can do it, this type of shit, this type of screen has so many hazards everywhere that doesn't matter how well you can do them individually. Just very easy to screw up anywhere, you know? Dude, I can't believe that I'm dying to that. What the fuck? Why am I dying to that? Like, that's not even a hard jump. But I'm very consistently dying to it. Why? I don't get it. Why that jump of all things? I could understand some of the following jumps after that, but that one? Is it because the ceiling is close and I'm hitting the ceiling? I mean, I gotta assume it's that. Okay, there I don't need to jump straight up. I need to jump to the left first. So otherwise it's just not enough. Alright. Just didn't die to that. Oh, fuck. I did a full jump there, but you're not supposed to do a full jump there. You're supposed to do a small jump. Actually, I probably should practice that. Not because of that particular jump, but because of the... Oh, the other one is just 2 full jumps. I thought it was gonna be something other than that, but yeah, no. If it's 2 full jumps, it should be fine, as long as I don't aim for the spikes, you know. Which, yeah, it's quite an important matter, but as long as I don't aim to the spikes, it will be fine. I wonder why this mechanism has to be spin in less than 175 seconds. We even built something like that. More importantly, how do you build something like that? Damn it. Now, for what I understand, stages that have, or well, what's been so far, stages that have multiple parts don't have a boss at the end. So this one, after this, should just take me to the next stage portion, for what I understand. Maybe. Wow, that was a weird jump. Like, I double jump right after the spike. That's like the first time that happens. Don't start dying to that, come on. I know that jump is hard, but I was able to get it relatively consistently. And now you aren't. That's an issue. There are just so many things, dude, about this fucking screen. So many places where it's just possible to die a miserable death. Really? That's such a dumb way to die. You're not supposed to do the double jump right after you do the first one. God damn it. I just didn't jump there. I have no excuse. Sometimes I try tapping the button so lightly, so lightly, that I don't even tap it. Like, I don't even press it in the first place. And that's what happened there. I didn't press the button. It wasn't too late. No, I didn't even press it. My brain just didn't send the right signal. Oh, come on. Damn it. It just get tiresome to die to random shit, you know. Like, obviously this is... well, it's obviously not random. At some point it really feels like you're just dying to randomness. Because these jumps are so precise that... Sometimes the outcome of a jump seems random, just because of the amount of precision they require. Oh. Yeah, I didn't take into account the final jump. This one is very fucked up. Well, now I'm doing it every single time, but yeah. No, I didn't think of that. Like, I know how to do it. Well, in fact, you saw me doing it there, but goddamn, that last jump is not easy at all. The sad part, though, is when I died on the winning attempt. I died because I didn't jump. Again, like, one of those where my brain didn't send the jump signal to my finger. So that's even sadder. If I would at least have died to the top spikes or something, or if I had pressed it late. No, I didn't press it at all. Oh, too high. God damn it, dude. This is truly the worst screen. And isn't this the... oh, never mind. I thought it was the first one. No, it's the third one, technically. Well, depending on which order you see, but it's not the first screen you will normally go in unless you do it randomly. But yeah, this is very, very clearly the hardest screen in the level. There is no doubt about it. The very hardest one. Now I'm starting to doubt if I will beat it today. This screen, I mean. Well, I'm willing to stay a little bit more. So I will keep trying, but you know. How many little mistakes you can make? That's the issue. That's the reason why I hate checkpointless garbage like this, you know. At least the checkpointless nature of this is justified, I guess. But still, this is exactly the shit I don't like. Much less when you have a time limit. But yeah, whatever. Can I ignore that champ? I don't think so, right? Wait, let me check that real quick. I cannot champ... Well, I think that champ might be possible, but... At that point, like, if that champ is possible, it's just as hard as doing it in the bottom, so... There is no reason to not just go to the bottom. Especially when I did the bottom champ so many times, it's just that... It's a hard champ. It requires 2 very short champs. If one of them is just slightly stronger, it won't work. Well, stronger or higher. Whatever you prefer to say. Wait, what am... Oh, I'm stupid. You were not supposed to do that champ again. God damn it. I'm losing my focus. I'm completely losing my focus. And my mind, but specifically my focus. That was way too early. This screen truly is cancer, huh? The other screens seem more manageable, but this screen is pure, unadulterated cancer. It just is. Wow. Again, I didn't jump. That's the thing, like sometimes the game conditions you to do jumps that are so short that your brain tells your finger to do a very, very, very short hop. But sometimes your finger is not ready for that. And instead of doing anything, it doesn't do... Well, it doesn't do anything. So yeah. That's a problem in itself. Hey, you gotta look at the bright side. At least this screen doesn't have a diamond jump. You know? Because obviously we can stay with the bad side. The bad side is that this screen is garbage, but we gotta look at the bright side sometimes. And at least there is no diamond jump. That makes it immediately and instantly better than that one screen on the previous stage. So there is that. But that's not really saying much, I will say. Basically comparing two different types of cancer. They are both cancer at the end of the day. You're most likely gonna die from it. So, you know. But hey, one is less painful than the other. Okay, I did press the button there, but it was too late. I feel like I cannot do this today. Like, I'm just way too tired to do it. Like, when you do something like this so much, you start fucking up in places that you normally don't. Because you should start getting impatient. Like, right now, I'm super impatient. And you cannot be impatient for something like this, so that's the issue. Maybe I should do it slower. Again, I can take like 65 seconds to do this whole screen. I shouldn't be hurrying, but at the same time, like, I'm not hurrying because of the timer. I'm just hurrying because of how impatient I am. Especially after getting so many close attempts, you know. Even if I tried taking my time to do that shitty ass jump, I still died to it. Man. It really is crazy. The creativity that some people have to make cancer. It's really something that has merit. You know? Because it's pretty deliberate. It's not that it was on accident. No, it's pretty deliberately made to be as cancer as possible. And it does a good show at that. That's the thing. Like, it's actually impressive. Yeah, as much as I want to, I think I'm just gonna leave this for tomorrow. Fuck. That sucks. I really want to do it today, but as I say, I feel like I'm just playing worse and worse. You know? Like, playing more not gonna increase my chances of getting it. I cannot do that jump. I just cannot do that jump. Like, in fact, I'm just gonna practice that jump because it doesn't matter if I can do what comes before that if I cannot do this shitty ass jump. Like, I really just want to jump up there and make it work, but it doesn't work. That jump is not possible. So you have to do this one, but No, I also think that practicing it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter for the simple reason that it's a shitty champ. It's a champ that you just need to be very good at Needle to get something like that consistently. It doesn't matter how much I practice, I won't get it consistently. It's a matter of luck. At the skill level that I have, it's a matter of luck. If I was better, maybe not, but at the level I'm at, that champ is pure luck. Wish I was a little bit better, but no, it's not a possibility. In fact, most of these champs in this screen are luck at the level I'm at. Which is the reason why I say that they are complete cancer. It really feels like there is RNG involved, even though that's obviously not the case. All these champs just feel random. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You know? I really feel like you need to be a Needle expert to not find a screen like this cancer. Really. If you're not an expert, I don't see how you could enjoy a screen like this. It just seems unenjoyable. It just seems impossible to enjoy. It seems like an absolute pain in the ass, like a piece of shit. Like whatever insult comes to your mind, it feels like that. Obviously, it's not the only one that feels like that. But the fact that it has so many champs before reaching a save, well, the save that is non-existent. That last champ is just... Maybe it's better if I try to do the double champ there. I don't think so. I think it's the same garbage regardless. It's another random champ. Problem is that this is the last one. Wait, doing that might not be a bad idea. Full champ into short champ. Okay. That works. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So, you cannot do it next to the wall. You need to do it, you know, a little bit farther. Okay. That doesn't seem that random. I mean, the last champ will be hard, but it doesn't seem like some completely random ass garbage. That actually seems like it could be something that I can do consistently. Problem is getting back there again. Well, getting back there and not messing up the last champ. That's the issue. Wow, really? Okay. Nice death. Nice death, especially because that's a champ that you can do a full champ and not die. Since there is a ceiling there, you can just do full champ and that's it. I want to do full champ mostly because the whole area there, it's about short champs. So I don't want to... Wait, I forgot about this one. It's nice that I remember. A little bit of a time loss, but it doesn't matter. Fuck me. let's not forget about this one. So now that I think about it, maybe I should leave that here. No, I don't know. I mean, they both feel just as random, you know. Just that since I do this one earlier, maybe I have it more practice, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they both feel like garbage. But it might be a good idea to leave it for later. Instead of doing it as the second one, I could just do it as the fourth one. But I don't know. That's the thing. There is no consistency in this shit. Like, I should stop thinking about it in terms of consistency. There is no consistency here. None of this garbage is consistent. The only consistent thing is the inconsistency. It's the only consistent thing about this shitty ass screen. What did you get for Steam sale? Nothing. I didn't get anything because there is no point to get anything. I still have a lot of games that I haven't played that will probably continue for a long time to not be played. So there is no reason for me to buy anything, because there is nothing that on Steam right now that I don't have that I want to play right now, you know. So because of that, I didn't get anything, and I probably won't get anything for some time, unless there is like a very good sale of a very specific game. But unless that's the case, I don't plan on getting absolutely anything in any sale. I guess it's more of a burnout kind of thing, I guess. At some point, there are some games that back then I would have seen and I would have gone like, damn, this is interesting. Or, in other cases, damn, this is a must-have. But I don't do that anymore. Because those games that seem interesting, or that seem in the past interesting, don't really seem interesting anymore to me. Like, I feel like once you play one of them, you pretty much play them all. I'm talking about indie games. Like, indie games can have a lot of creativity, but the ones that I used to see and be like, damn, this looks pretty cool, pretty interesting, I now see them and I'm like, I'll pass. And for the must-have games, which are games that usually are made by big companies and they are very cheap, I usually, like in the past, I was like, damn, this is a must-have. And in fact, one of my first purchases in Steam was Dead Smiles, a game that I played before, but I never played ever since I purchased it. And it was very cheap. It's not like I paid a lot. Like, I paid it for an extremely cheap price, which is the whole reason why I even bought it in the first place. But it's the kind of thing that, yeah, it's a pretty good price for a game made by a big budget company, but so what? Not like I particularly care that much about the game. And in this sale, and the previous sale as well, that game made by a big company that was pretty cheap, and that is still pretty cheap, is Granblue Fantasy Versus, which is a fighting game. Yeah, that game is You know, it can be pretty nice and it's extremely cheap, but I don't care. It's not a game I'm gonna play. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna play a couple of times and that's it, which it's fine, it's as it should be, but the point is that, do I really care? Because that might not even happen in the first place, you know? Like, I might not even end up playing it. So that's the issue. It's basically a combination of... it's not a combination of anything. It's basically just not wanting to spend money for something that I'm not gonna immediately play. If there was a game on Steam that I was like, damn, I want to play this now, I'm gonna buy it, like I did with Hatsune Miku Logic whatever, that Picross game. I bought that because I knew I was gonna play it as soon as I bought it. But for other games, it's basically just because of the opportunity. Because it's like, oh, it's pretty cheap right now. Maybe I should utilize this opportunity to purchase it, so I already have it when I want to play it later. But that later usually never comes. That's the problem. Or it comes, but it's... at that point, it's like I don't care that much. And I just play it just because it's there, more than anything else. Anyways, yeah, the answer is no, I didn't get anything. You didn't need the long-ass explanation for why. But yeah, no. Well, I guess another explanation is because lately I'm not even playing Steam games that much. Except for Project Diva, of course, but... you know. That's the first time I died to that. I feel like the best thing I can do is stop. Like, regardless of all the tilting and all of that, my hand is actually starting to hurt. And obviously that's gonna make me play worse no matter what my mentality is, you know. If I physically cannot make the jumps, it's... yeah. That's because I'm tense. And since I'm tense, doing all of these jumps while tense just kills my hand. Well, not to mention that, I mean, the whole stream is kinda tense because this platforming is so precise, but here it's even worse because it's also being tense for being salty. No, I feel like I'm gonna stop here. I will continue it tomorrow, like I won't take a break, but if I keep going, I'm just gonna perform worse and worse. I'm just dying in places I shouldn't be dying. Like that one, for example. That's the perfect example. That place should not be a death. Not at this point. Maybe on the first 10 attempts. Maybe. But now that death should not exist. Oh, nice. Jesus Christ, that was so fucking cancer. That was cancer to no end. Also, how far am I from the bonus? 140 seconds, how much is that? And fuck mathematics. 75... 113, and then yeah, no, I'm far. I'm quite far. That's almost 160. Well, it says it right there. I'm an idiot. 161. Alright. Now, this is definitely the time to stop. The gimmick here seems to be dynamite. Well, you can shove the dynamite up your ass and see what happens. But yeah, this is the 12.2 stage, entering the Bastion. So, because of that, I'm gonna end it right here. But I will continue it tomorrow, see how it goes. I don't know though, this gimmick seems a little bit dangerous, but it's a matter of trying. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow with more this thing, whatever it was called. So have a good one everyone, and take care.